Silvestre H. Bello III from the Department of Labor and Employment.
Mga minamahal kong kababayan, His Excellency, President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Salamat ho. Kindly sit down. Thank you for the courtesy. Alam mo ito si Bebo talagang sinabi ko na sa kanila, do not address me as Excellency. It is not the practice now for democratic countries to be addressing you with such yung hilas sa Bisaya. I don't know what's that in Tagalog. Nakukurnihan ako. Just address me as President because that's really my position. You know, I'm not into speeches actually. So what they do is just to prepare a 3-page. Ang lalaki pa ng space. Nakakahiya naman, this is the first time really to visit you. And besides, I said, I do not read speeches. I do not, I'm not into oratory. When I talk to an audience, it is always a conversational talk. So, I'm a bit late because the parents of Arnaez, the latest victim of I don't know who, it's still under investigation, but I ordered the Secretary of Justice to take over the investigation of the case. Ang sinabi ko naman talaga, we will protect the soldiers and the policemen. Well, no doubt about it. But always, there has to be the element of the performance of duty. And you do not kill defenseless persons. I'm sorry, but I will pursue the cases against the police. And if need be, they should go to jail. Wala akong inutos na patayin mo yung bata o matanda, and even the enemy on bended knees. That is not the norm nor the role of a democracy. And even, well, you saw a lot of it during the Serbian War, massacring almost all people there. Pero hindi ganon and I would never condone or allow it. Alam mo, fiscal ako. At abogado ako. At sa awa ng Diyos naman, except for my quarrel with the bishops, because half of the priests are with me also. So, yun lang naman ang naalaala ko that a riff that would say it would involve my religion. Alam mo, wala man to. Congratulations on the occasion of the 60th anniversary of the Social Security system. You know, when I was student, we used to fly, kami ni Bebot, magkaharap kami ng kwarto sa dormitoryo. And sa high school, si Melchor Kitain was our valedictorian. Consistent yan. Sammy Dominguez was also our valedictorian. Kasi imbis na pataas ako, pababa ng pababa eh. And Yasai was my roommate when reviewing the war, was also a brilliant guy. Medyo ako lang ang mahina and I don't know, ganun talaga ang buhay. You could not be in parity with everybody else who are brilliant. But in my own little way, yung mga bata na sige complain ng K-12, including my daughter, she wants me to order the education secretary to scrap the K-12. Sabi ko, anak, I cannot do that because as a matter of fact, ako yung unang graduate sa K-12 many years ago. Classmate ko si Melchor, naging abogado na lang. Dominguez became a brilliant economist. Bebot, nauna na sila. I was still behind. And hanggang wala akong gradong lumampas ng 80. It's a very strange alien to me. Makakuha ko ng 78 noon, okay na sa akin. But I managed to pass the bar. And fortunately for them, itong mga brilliant Sal Panelo, si good writer, Melchor, Benedicto, ito, Secretary Mamao, classmate ko rin yan. Kami sa San Beda. Parang trabahante ko na lang yan sila ngayon. Ngayon pala si Dennis. Nandito pa si Puhid. Ay, marami pala kayo dito. Alam mo, mag-graduate na lang ako. Totoo, nandiyan yan sila, tanungin mo. Ang talagang buhay ko was a little bit tumultuous. Kasi from classmate kami, I had to go to the province. Duresa was also a classmate. Siya yung valedictorian doon sa probinsya. Eventually, I finished my high school sa province. Digos, which is what used to be a municipality long time ago. So, K-12 original ako, sabi ko. Mag-graduate na lang kami, mag-practice na kami doon sa akyat-akyat ng stage. Ito ba yun? Nabaril pa ako na tao. Sila. It's just as always been. I thought that I'd never be a lawyer actually. Kasi sumibat ako, hinahanap ako ng Metrocom noon. So I had to go back to the province. Ang mahirap nito, ang nanay ko nagtanong. Sabi niya, Rodrigo ang tawag niya. Rodrigo, kailan ako mag-reserve ng ticket? Kasi alam niya mag-graduate na eh. Sabi ko, mag-graduate na ako. Nakikita naman yung card ko. Siya yung gumagastos. Sabi ko, sa March kami, nangyari yung barilan. Di umuwi ako. Sabi ng nanay ko, kailan ako magbili ng ticket kasi magpa-reserve pa tayo. Noon, tumawag ko sa telepono, magpa-reserve ko lang. Sabi man ng pare, na ang Mindula magulo. Magulo man talaga noon. 1972 graduate. Ayan, dito pala si nandito, Ruben, pati Alzheimer's na ako. Sino ang pangalan mo? Quintos actually. Ed Quintos. Dahil nagbibiro lang ako. Sabi ng pare, magulo man, it's not safe to be, kasi ganunan, Metro Disco, pati yung demonstrators. Kaya hindi ako bago sa ganun eh. Sabi ng pare, we'll set it on a different date. So, naniwala rin nanay ko, natapos na lang, but there was a reconsideration of the decision to expel me. And I had the support of my classmates. Kasi halos mga brad rin. So I was able to take the bar and became a lawyer. May gusto akong, I don't know if it has happened to you. From time to time, Christmas vacation, semestral break, araw ng patay, umuwi talaga kami to pay homage to the ancestral. But in so many flights na Davao, Manila, it could be in the 1,000, hundreds, all these years, including AB. Dumadaan ako ng Manila. And sometimes because it is so constricted, as we only have one airport, one radar and everything, minsan umiikot yung aeroplano. Would you believe it? Ito totoo talaga to. Tinitignan ko, sabi ko, may feeling ako na I will one day rule this place. Nung naging mayor ako, sinasabi ko doon sa unang asawa ko, pangalawang asawa ko, dalawa asawa ko, na may feeling ako na, mayor na ako, na have this eerie or queer, whatever, na one day I will rule this, sabi nila, gusto mo? Gusto ko, pero minus the problem. Kikita mo dito, squatters area, laki. Then you have this magandang subdivisions, then another corner, andyan na naman yung mahirap. So even on the aerial view, you could see the disparity. And the borders that would, saan yung mahirap, saan yung... Kami hindi naman ako, but I am a son of a migrant. We went to Davao many years ago, looking for the greener pasture. That was what was the sloganeering of the Americans. Go to Davao because it is the land of promise. Actually, the Americans were short of workers. Kasi yung mga Moro, ayaw talaga magtrabaho sa kanila. But to entice almost dito sa Luzon, pati Visayas, a few brave souls, yung mga Ilocano, they were our first teachers, at karamihan yung late Cebu, nagbabaan because of the proximity ko. Kaya ganon. But at that time, the Mindanao was already divided by the Americans into cadastral and homestead. Sa kanila yan and they introduced the Torrens title. Actually, nag-register of deeds pa ang nanay ni Melchor. There was really an uneven distribution. At hindi nila alam na we would grow so big in numbers na maraming pumupunta doon only to find out there's no land and poor squatters. And so, magulo talaga. And even the Moro, sila dams. Long before 1521, si Magellan, Mindanao was Islam already. By almost, sabi nila 70, but I would place it at 100, I place it about 60. Because when I was going around, I used to go to the archives of the Malaysian government. Binabasa ko yung, a few times when we were traveling around as congressman kasi ako. So, that is what fuels now. Ang problema nito is, with due respect to my Moro brothers, ang tagal ko nang sinasabi sa inyo, there's a lot of shabu going on. It's flooding the country. And Mindanao was producing even more than it could consume, lahat ng addict doon. So I was getting suspicious together with the military. And we found out that it was fueling terrorism. And over time, they were able to hide. On its third month, inexhaustible yung IED nila, lahat. Hanggang ngayon, putukan po rin. And they are into the tunnels which connect one building to the other. So, ganito yan eh. The military, pero ganito nandito yung nakabarong. Pareho kami. Gusto yan nila tapusin, bombahin yung moske mo. Sabi ko, wag. Because that would be the ultimate, it will inflame not only the Muslims of the Philippines, but of the entire world. Kawawa yung mga Pilipino na punta doon sa iba. So you must remember that we have almost about 1.5 million Filipinos working abroad, mostly in the Middle East. It is to the national interest that we limit the numbers destroyed, whatever it is, at ang tao. And even the terrorists. Alam ko galit kayo. But you know, the higher interest of the country prevents me from, just like El Chapo, if you're a despot, you just want this thing to happen. You have to remember that there are a lot of Filipinos outside working. Sabi ko, huwag mong bumbahan kasi tapusin na. And there are we are not sure of the numbers. Sometimes it's 70, sometimes it's 120, and we have the numbers now that is 300. Sabi ko, pag inatake ninyo yan, they would start to behead every hostage inside. Then how would now I explain to the people of this republic what happened? Because whether you like it or not, the buck stops here. Hindi ko na mapasa. That is failure, that is intelligence. People would not listen to that. Ikaw yung presidente, don't give us that hula baloo. Yan ang nakaproblema. So pinipigilan ko. Na, bakit umabot tayo dito ng katagal? There are things which I have to consider as the commander-in-chief. Either you agree with me or dispose of me, period. Wala na tayong pinag-usapan dyan. You can either oust me if you want or follow my orders because that reflect my sentiment. At sinabi ko, huwag lang ninyong kalimutan yung kababayan ninyo na sa labas. So I am not ready to accept headless hostages, mostly Christians, saka may number of Moro people. And what would result in a higher intensity of hate. Yun ang problema natin. Hindi lang ma-explain ng military, probably out of delikadesa, hindi nila masabi, presidente yan, siya ang nag-uutos. I'm sorry, I said. If you have you lost your faith in me? All you have to do not have to go into war. Mga sundalo yung kordial ko, sundalo ko, just let me know. I'll be glad to step down. And itong sabi nila na anak ko, Trillanes has been at me and my children even before I became president. You are witnesses to the 200 million na basura na. Noon pa, pati ngayon, sinasabi ko na I'm authorizing anybody here, any media member, silipin ninyo, Rural Bank, Central Bank, AMLA. You have my blessings. And if I am into corruption, if I have properties way beyond my means to buy or acquire, let me know. I will step down tomorrow. Any of my family, the mayor of Davao, yan si Pulong, sinasabi nila na nagpapaspuslit may tara. Well, who is he to? Noon pa yan eh. Itong si Pulong, ganito yan. Para malaman niyo ang sentimento ko. 18 years old yan, nagtana ng babae. Moro na babae. Ang nanay, maranaw, ang tatay, tausog. No, ang mga moro barter yan, mga jars, mga merchandise, yung beef loaf, yung made in China. Now, it's being imported legally at doon sa on all fronts. That's why we have to open the barter trade again. Otherwise, magkagulo talaga itong Pilipinas. Wala hanap buhay yung mga moro dyan eh. I mean, they cannot catch fish, maybe for their consumption. But to have a decent life, house, wala. So, ganun yan si Pulong. We had to help. We had to chip in effort. Because ang in-laws niya, yan ang negosyo. So, even before, long before I became president, yung anak ko, and the woman was si Lovely Sangkola, was 24 years old. Ang anak ko, 18 lang. Wala na akong sinasabi na but ang sakit na lang ng ko kasi patay. What do you do? Kaya kung sabihin mo, makita mo sa pantalan, nandyan talaga sa pantalan ang nalaman niyang hanap buhay. Ang tagal nakatapos. Yan ang totoo dyan. Yan si Mans. Yung son-in-law ko na anak ni kapatid ni Morales yan, si Ombudsman. Pumunta yan sa akin sa Mighty King. Sabi nila na kinuha sila as retainer. Sabi ko, it's lawyering. I have nothing to do with it. But you know our boundaries in life. So yung kanya lawyering, just earn a living. Struggling yan. But he's connected with the Belio, Lucas Carpio, yung tatay, pati si Mans, yung law office nila ang kinuhang retainer. Of course, si Belio bumitaw na yan. Pero ang kinuha, that is hanap buhay lawyering. Kung mag-appear kayo doon sa Congress, and just tell them the truth. What's wrong in lahat naman tayong abogado? We never question any lawyer for that matter getting a client, even if he's the killer, even if we know that he is the killer or that he is the real culprit. We have to stand by our... Ganon kaming mga abogado. Lahat tayong abogado. When we know that. Sabi ko, there's nothing wrong with that. Basta wag ka lang, you know the boundaries. Now, what was the offer? 3 billion. Pumayag ba kami? O magkano ang ma-recover natin? Well, we're getting about 25 billion sa taxes. Okay na ako. Kasi makakaso tayo, a long protracted war, legal, hanggang Supreme Court, wala tayong mapakinabangan itong generation na ito. That's why the most contentious moment in the cabinet regarding SSS, when we were debating whether or not to allow the increase. At the end of the day, kinat ko sila lahat because we were already arguing for 2 hours. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my story. We have a problem in our generation. Then there is this computation about 2040, an aberration in the systems. We will solve the problem of our generation. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Ang mga anak natin, may mga utak yan. Then how to continue, it's no longer a problem. Bigyan mo competition hanggang 2040. Of course, ang object talaga, the economic, Sunny Dominguez, and I have to be very frank with you, si Pernia, and si Jokno. But Dean Valdez wrote me a letter and said, ang bukas hindi atin, kanila na yan. And they will solve the problem by themselves. Ang atin meron tayo. pag 72, meron ka na talagang problema. Kita mo si Bilyo, hindi na makabili ng medyas. Si Sal naman, sinasabi mahal yung ano niya, sartorial repertoire. Dating ano na yan maganda ang practice He's a good lawyer. Pero yung, tingnan siya yung, butit na lang hindi, yung ano niya, yung pantalo na may butas. Yan ang style ng tao. They say that she's queer, parang, yun ang gusto niya Diyaan mo. Kung mag-scarf siya, alam ko naman kung bakit, ang taas kasi ng leg. Para mababaan ng kunti. Pero sabihin ko sa iyo, I'll go further. Hindi naman nagagalit yan Doon kami sa Cambodia. Yung penultimate event was really the dinner. Dumating ito si Sal na nakabarong, walang sa loob. Ito lang, itong taas. Tapos ayun, kita ko yung mayroon mang plaster na bilog. Ikaw, lagay mo ng plaster yung bandage. Klaro yung tutoy mo dyan. But that's his style. And I do not begrudge him. Yun ang ano niya But talagang mahalin yan. Well, matagal ko na itong kilala. Long time ago. Ano pa ako? Fiscal pa ako. Kaya kung magkasama, minsan kami noon sa Hong Kong, ito talaga bili ng bili. Tapos i-blow out ka, bilihan ka ng sapatos. Kaya magsabi siya, labas tayo. Maglabas na ako ng 100. Kasi alam ko, bayaran niya yung sapatos, bayaran ko na siya ng ganun ang, pag binigyan ka ng sapatos, bayaran mo. So yun lang ang gasto ko. Pero, may pera totoo lang. Yung pisina, wala niyang budget. Except to, so I think I should stop here and deliver this speech if you want. If you still want to hear it, at least to do justice to the guy who prepared this speech. Kawawa naman. Congratulations to the occasion of the 60th anniversary of the Social Security System. Mabuhay kayong lahat. For 6 decades, the SSS has efficiently safeguarded and nurtured our people's hard-earned contributions to the Social Security Fund so that we can secure the future of each member, as you firmly puts it. Well, you have to do some fixing. I hope that the only salvation, I think, to move forward is really to improve the economy. And I am committed to do just that. Kaya sabi ko, there will be no corruption. Walang palakasan dito. And though I am having a hard time looking for the appropriate or the right man to do a particular job, somehow, nakakikita rin ako ng, there's a lot of complaints about the military, medyo marami na. Well, you know, this is even Pinoy and Gloria. Alam mo bakit? Ang military, pag inutusan mo, gawin mo yan, kaagad. I do not mean all of you. You might really be dedicated to the task that you are up to. Pero karamihan kasi lalo sa probinsya, indolent ang Pag may sunog, sabay, saan yung disaster guy? Hindi sir, hindi pa nag-uwi, baka nagiinuman pa. Ay, kayong mga ganon, you know, in times of... I was very lucky in going to Moscow. I brought along, and there was a complete bucket daw maraming military. Alam mo, pag ako ang mag-travel, pareho kami lahat ng upuan. Walang first class dyan. Yung regional jets yan, there's no first class, business class. Pero wala yan. Then, one trip sa Moscow, sinabi ko na, it's about time that we reward the retirables and their wives. Kasi ang bayad ko sa eroplano, punuin ko o ako lang, pareho rin. Kung ako lang mag-isa pati, magdala ako ng, sana maganda, pero wala. So, gano'n, di punuin ko na lang. Binigyan ko totoo. Marami naman akong mahingian. I do not have really to commit graft and corruption. Even yun, tingnan niyo yung mga, but never ako na, as I have promised to you, hindi ako tumatanggap talaga. I do not mean to insult or... Kaya yung mga tao ngayon na malaki ang contribution sa mga rehabilitation, ganon, and even willing to give money, yun yung mga, sabi ko, ayaw ko. And prominently is really Luciutan and yung Megaward. Hindi ako tumanggap. Well, I'll just say that, I was avoiding a conflict of interest. Maramihan ng yung mga kababata ko na Chinese sa Davao naging milyonaryo. Davao has improved. Ang growth rate ng Davao economics this year is 9%. That's the highest. All over the country. And if you go to Davao, punta naman kayo doon. Walang masyadong droga, walang hold-upper, you can walk around. And we have a very thriving communities. They're both mga muro, and they are all gainfully employed. You have to provide them the space. Because yung iba, they drive them out. But they are the original inhabitants of this country, Mindanao. Just that the difference is we were Visayas, Luzon went to the Christian missionaries, and Mindanao went to the Islam preachers. But you have to kailan balance mo. And I really do not know kasi yung iba niya, drive them away. Hirap yung maawa ka. Hanggang Abra, may kayong mga Ilocano dito makita. Hanggang Abra, nandoon yan sila, hanap buhay. Diyan lang sa sidewalk, tarpaulin pati plastic ang bahay nila. Nakakaawa rin. So you have to balance. Kaya doon, talagang binibigyan ko sila. Night market, binomba pa ng ISIS pati mauti. But still, Davao is growing. And I would have thought na, yung magtingin ako, sabi ko, magtingin ako sa aeroplano. Sabi ko, sana, gawin ko itong parang Davao. That was the template that I was, only to realize that when I became president, got hold of the all available data, that may mga generals were into it, ang inasahan kong ahensya na tutulong sa akin in controlling the import of drugs, isa rin palang pumupusilit ng droga. So on that score, I admit, it might have been due to a shortcoming of my projection. But I never thought that I had to deal with officials and corrupt agencies, and never knew really the dimension or extent I would be facing. But ako, marami akong I have, I have mistakes. Faults, many. But itong droga will stay. I would like to tell you that if I do not act decisively, sans yung nila na the attacks about extrajudicial killing, of course we do not like it. And if you're into it, I'll see to it, you go to jail. Baka ako pang babaril sa iyo. Pero if I do not control drugs, I will, put the next generation into a jeopardy. Sino ang milyonaryo dito? Wala. Pinalaki tayo ng nanay natin. Pinakain tayo, pinaaral. Hindi naman mayaman. But hopefully, yung mga anak nila will take care of them. Kung hindi tayo, if we're able to control the family in a usual discipline that's yung Filipino, so how about the others? How about the dysfunctional family? Pag ang nanay umalis for abroad or ang tatay magtrabaho sa labas or worse, both of them go out, you have a dysfunctional family there. Yung iiwan lang sa mga kapatid, iiwan sa ang maliliit pa. And there are plenty. And they are the most vulnerable in numbers. Kung sana sa Europe o sa Amerika, mga utak, may edukasyon lahat, then they have a time really to crank the gray matter between the ears to think of danger or not. Dito maraming squatters ka makita ko, and they're all vulnerable. Ang masakit dyan, may police. Almost 40% of the entire barangays under the control of, or they are into 3 months operation, bilyonaryo na yan sila. Or at least milyonaryo. May mga mayor, governors, tawag, it's the protection racket. Yan ang ayaw ko. Kaya pinatawag ko sila lahat in 3 batches de mayor. Sinabi ko talaga, you do not fuck with me. Stay out of this business kasi yayariin ko talaga. Ang governor sinabi ko, wag ninyo akong lukuhan. I'll give it to you. In places na sabi nila, grieving, bleeding hearts, walang eleksyon. If there is an election, patay yung kalaban. And the other 2 decades ruling and using government machinery to perpetuate the drug situation. At pati pulis nila o yung mga tao na ayaw, pinapatay at binabaon. O kita mo yung doon sa butas ng Usamis, di nandoon yung buto ng 2 pulis. Pagka ganun, hindi ako ganun. Ewan ko lang kung kilala ninyo ako. Pag ginanon mo ako, talaga, ay nako. Magkaletse-letse tayo sa buhay nito. Huwag mo akong takutin na yan. Kudita, extrajudicial. So what? Patay? Lahat tao na mamatay. Sabihin mo, when are you going to die? Me, I told them. I went to Marawi and said, why are you here, Mr. President? I'm here because I want to die also. Yun ang gusto ng terorista, yun ang gusto ko rin. You don't have a monopoly of dreaming, dying early or late. Alam mo, when you are born today, the process of dying has begun. So it's a matter of destiny. So we all believe in God. If you sabi naman ng Diyos na it's your time, then it's your time. Wala akong, I do not have to look for the reason. I said, I follow a destiny which I must abide. Pag hindi ko na panahon, bakit ko pipilitin na mabuhay ako? Ano mo takutin yung ambos ka? Let's say. I didn't do it. Pero sabihin mo na paluhurin mo ako, puta mo, barilan muna tayo. Of course, the bullet will be reserved for. Nabi ko man naman sila, binigay. Kasi ang army walang short eh. Long lang lahat yan. That's the primary firearm. That's the only one that they have. So paglabas nila, pinagpapatay ng mga NPA, lahat sila binibigyan ko na ngayon ng... Sabi ko, if you're assigned in Hulo or reserve the 2 bullets, you have a choice. You either eat the barrel or do it sidewise. Bakit? Sabi mag-surrender kayo, you'll be humiliated. Bababuyin ka dyan, tapos putulan ka ng ulo in public. You are decapitated. Do not give them that pleasure. Yung dalawang bala para sa inyo yan. That's for you. You end the misery right there and then. Yung iba, tingnan mo si Duterte, suicidal. No? I'm just being practical. Why do you humiliate me and cut my head? Ang mahirap kasi nito, because they do it, and we cannot. Hindi tayo pwedeng tit for tat. Kasi we're supposed to be a government run by rules. Hindi tayo pwede mag-gano na pakita mo gumanti ka. Kasi pa sinabi ko time and again, one shot tapos na. Do not tinker with the human right. Tamaan sa ulo, patay na yan. Eh, yung dito ba lahat ng classmate, di ba may trabaho naman kayo lahat? Oh. I urge you to intensify the monotonous monitoring of the employers and ensure that they have registered and that they pay their due contributions. The SSS management and personnel, you are in a unique position to directly impact the lives of our people through the services you provide. Through the work that you do every day, you manage and maintain a sound and viable social security system which will provide social justice and promote meaningful protection for members and their families against disability, sickness, maternity, old age, death, and other contingencies resulting to the loss of income and financial burden. Dito, ganito yan. Last December, I released to DSWD 1 billion from PAGCOR. Diniritso ko na kaagad yung cheque. At sa ospital. So, tag 1 billion sila for the medicine. So, it's Christmas time. Maybe we can give happiness. Alam mo yung kulang talaga, sir. Unless we bring down radically yung medisina sa, alam mo, pagpasok niyan, it's diba sakit nila, hypertension, heart, liver, diabetes, lahat yung pasok na. Kaya at the age of 72, huwag mong tanungin kung may sakit ako o wala. Sabi ko nga, sabi nila, ito si Duterte na ma-assassinate. Huwag niya akong takutin. I realized when I came to the age of reason, that was somewhere in grade 6, first year, that I said, nung nailabas ako sa womb ng mother ko, the process of dying began already. So wala akong, kailangan, talagang mamatay tayong lahat dito. Ang problema lang, kung wala man lang isa magpunta sa langit, lahat tayo sa impyerno. So this is the crowd that I addressed some years ago. They are all here. Nobody goes to heaven. Ang problema kung makita ko kayo lahat doon. Ikaw pala, ma'am, ha? Alam ko na. Alam ko na ang kasalanan mo. Tapos mga, siyempre, makita. At saka bakit ka magpunta ng langit? So what's the difference? Gawin natin sa langit. Sige daw. Magpunta ka sa langit. Tony Quintos, my classmate. What do we do in heaven? Pray. Jesus Maria Joseph. Pray sa eskwelahan. Pray sa eskwelahan, tapos pray dito, pilitin ka ng asawa mo, magsimba. Tapos pagkamatay mo, pray na naman doon. Dito na ako sa purgatorio. Huwag naman yung impyerno. I do not. May this occasion remind us that our workforce is the backbone of our society and their welfare is our primary concern. Let us work together in empowering them so that they may help us in building the foundations of a brighter and more secure future, especially for the marginalized. Happy anniversary at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that wonderful message. May we request the President for the photo opportunity among SSS officials in 3 batches. May we call on the members of the Social Security Commission for a photo opportunity with the President.